doing good, happy and healthy. So to continue with our basic accounting concepts videos, we will go ahead. In earlier videos, we saw what is accounting, what are the tools for accounting, that is journal book, ledger book, trial balance. So further, now you know the tools. Now, what are the rules? Like when you want to make an entry, what should be the rule? Any science or anything has got certain rules to be followed. So similar way, we have some rules to be followed in accounting for making the entries in books of accounts. So today we will be looking into the golden rules of accounting. Before going ahead into accounting, first we will see what are the types of ledger. As we discussed, there are different types of ledgers which a company or an organization will have to open according to the transactions or according to the parties to the transactions. So there will be a chart of accounts. So there we'll have to segregate these ledgers into different types of ledgers. Now basically there are three types of ledgers. So first one is the personal account. As the name says, personal account. So personal account ledgers will be relating to all the individuals, all the organizations, associations. So it is basically related to any person. So whatever ledgers you open for these types of accounts, those will fall under personal ledger accounts. Second is the real account or the real type of ledger accounts. So what all ledgers will fall? Basically in real account, all the balance sheet ledger accounts like your assets, your liabilities, your cash bank account will fall into real ledger account. Third is the nominal ledger account. Nominal. In this type of ledger, all the ledger accounts having the nature of sales, income, expenses, gains, losses, all these type of ledgers will fall under nominal account. So as you see, there are three types of ledgers. So there will be three types of rules for these three types of ledgers. So now we will look into the golden rules. So basically there are three golden rules for the three types of ledger. So first one as we saw was personal ledger account. So what will be the rule for personal account? It will be debit the receiver and credit the giver. It is so simple, right? Whoever receives, you should debit that account, and who is the giver, you should credit that account. Simple, isn't it? Okay, so we'll move ahead. Second was the real account. So what will be the rule for real account? It will be debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So as we saw, these are related to the balance sheet items. So it will basically whatever comes into your business will be debited and whatever goes out of your business will be credited. Third one was related to the nominal ledger account. So for this type of ledger, what will be the golden rule? The golden rule will be debit all your expenses and losses and credit all your incomes and gains. Very simple, right? You should debit all your expenses and all your losses. So that means whatever is reducing or whatever is reducing your assets will be debited and whatever is increasing your assets will be credited. So these as they look, they are very simple three golden rules. And why we call them golden rules? Because whatever accounting or whatever books of accounts you will be maintaining going ahead will be dependent on these three rules. So these three rules are very important. These three rules should be by hearted. Anyone can ask you in the middle of the night and you are awake and you tell these three golden rules. So these three golden rules should be by heart. Okay, So now we'll move ahead and look into the details of these rules. So first one was related to the personal account, that is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Now when we will be using this rule, so here we have certain norms or certain things we should keep in mind while applying this rule. First of all, this rule is related to the personal account. So whenever there is a transaction and you find there is a personal ledger account, so you will apply this rule. So personal accounts, I'm just repeating them again, will be the individuals, organization, companies, etc. with whom you will be having transaction will fall under this. So you will debit who is receiving and credit who is the giver. So we will see here an example. Here I have taken an example in which Mr. A is buying or purchasing some goods from Mr. B. It's a simple entry of purchase of material. So here we see the receiver is Mr. A and giver is Mr. B. So we'll see in both the books, in the books of Mr. A and in the books of Mr. B, what will be the entry. In the books of A, the entry will be a simple purchase entry, that is purchase account debit to Mr. B account, because here the goods that is a purchase is an expense account. So debit all your expenses, rule for the nominal account, and debit the receiver. Debit the receiver, that is Mr. A. So in the books of B, the receiver is Mr. A. So in books of A will credit Mr. B, and in the books of B, it will be a sale entry, that is A's account debit to sales account. Okay, isn't it simple? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. Okay, so we will go to the second rule. Our second rule was debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Is it? So we will see when this rule be applied. So here basically this rule will be applied to the real account. Real account are the balance sheet items or items like, for example, your asset items, that is your assets, tangible, intangible assets, your cash, bank account. So all these are the real accounts. So it is simple. Whatever increases your asset, so whatever comes into your business will be debited, and whatever goes out of your business will be credited. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Right? So we here will see an example. Here we see that Mr. A, he is purchasing a cell phone. He is purchasing it from Mr. B for cash. He is paying the cash. So here Mr. A is receiving an asset, that is the cell phone, and he is giving the cash. So his bank balance is reducing. In case of B, it is a sale, that is he is selling his goods to Mr. A for cash. So in both books we'll see, in the books of Mr. A, the entry will be the cell phone, or if it is categorized as an office equipment, so cell phone account debit. So here we are debiting the thing which is coming in. So debit what comes in to cash. So we are paying cash in this transaction. So we will be crediting the cash. So cell phone account debit to cash in the books of Mr. A. In the books of Mr. B, it is a normal sale account. Here he is receiving the cash. So his cash is increasing. So what is coming into his business is cash. So we will be debiting the cash and crediting the sales account, which is his income account. Okay. So simple, right? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay. So now we go ahead to our third rule. Third rule is what? It is related to the nominal account, which is debit all your expenses and losses and credit all your gains and incomes. So we'll see when we will be applying this rule. For this rule also there are certain norms to be kept in mind. That is, this rule is basically related to your nominal account, that is all your expenses, losses, incomes, gains account. So whenever these kind of transactions or whenever these kinds of ledger comes into picture, you will have to apply this rule. Basically this rule is like whatever is reducing your asset, so that thing will be debited, that is all the expenses, your losses will be debited, and whatever is increasing your asset in the business will be credited. So here I have taken an example of an expense account. Here Mr. A is paying his office rent to Mr. B by way of a check. So here for Mr. A, rent, office rent is an expense. For Mr. B, office rent is an income, right? So same nature of expense, but the nature changes in both the books. So for Mr. A, in the books of Mr. A, what will be the transaction? It is an expense transaction. So his expense will be debited. So here office rent account will be debited to bank as he is paying it to the check. So his bank balance will be reducing from the bank. The money is going to go out. So we credited the bank account. So the entry will be office rent account debit to bank account. In case of Mr. B, what will be? In case of Mr. B, it is a income. That is, rent is a income for Mr. B. So for him, in his bank, the amount is increasing. He will be depositing the check into the bank and his bank balance will be increasing. So for him, it will be bank account debit. Debit what comes in, right? And credit the income. For him, rent is a income. So he will credit to rent income. Simple, isn't it? Debit the expenses and credit the income, right? So these were the three golden rules which we saw today, which is the base of accounting. Based on this, we will be making all our entries, all the transactions. To be very to the point that these three rules are very important. So you go through this rule, try and understand the logic behind these rules, because the logic is important, because when you will be applying it to any transaction, the logic should be clear. The nature of the ledger should be clear, like what is the transaction, what are the ledgers going to come into picture, in which category they fall, are they personal account, are they real account or nominal account, and accordingly the rule will be applied. So I hope that today's video was helpful for you for understanding the rules of accounting, and surely if you have any queries relating to the golden rule, like if you have any query regarding any ledger, any rule, you can put in the comment section and I will be really happy to help you out in this. Also, I would be really thankful to all my viewers who are watching my video and subscribing my channel and motivating me. I'm really thankful to them. For the new viewers, please, if you're liking this video, please like it and share it to all your friends and who all are interested in this subject. Also, please subscribe to my channel. Also, please press the bell button icon so that you will get the notification for all my new videos coming up. And also, I'll be waiting for your comments in the comment section. So we will be stopping this video here and wish you all a happy learning and a bye from me. Thank you so much.